Hey, what's up, everyone? It's the Crypto Coach, Blockchain Wayne. Shared a post in several crypto groups. I think I'm streaming to all of those right now. But I shared a post yesterday saying, "What would you do? Open my wallet. None of my crypto was in my wallet. What would I do?" So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you what happened, how I was able to rectify this situation. But let's start by talking about wallets real quick because I think people don't understand the different levels of wallets and the different levels of control you have in each wallet. So let's start with centralized exchanges. If you have a centralized exchange, like you're on Coinbase or Binance or Gemini, you don't hold the keys to that crypto, right? They are holding the crypto for you. So in a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency was created to be a peer-to-peer with no middleman. You're trusting a third party to hold your crypto for you. So you have no control. You just have to have trust that it's still going to be there. And I'll tell you an example where it's personally affected me. Luckily, it wasn't a lot, but I was trading some shit coins on Cryptopia way back when Cryptopia was still an exchange, and they got hacked and drained for everything. And now that drama, that saga is still playing out in court. But guess what? I couldn't access any of my crypto because it wasn't really my crypto. I was just holding it there. So it's just like when you have money, when you think you have money in a bank, you don't actually have money in the bank. You just have deposited money or loaned it to the bank with the hopes that you can trust them to pay you back. Yeah, Derek saying, man. So you just hope that they can pay you back when you're ready to withdraw. And it's no different with those centralized exchanges. Now, right now, they can be a necessary evil for an on-ramp from fiat to crypto, whether it be Coinbase, whether it be Gemini, even crypto.com. There's better resources coming out, but they're still centralized exchanges. And even on those, like crypto.com has waived their fees recently. So even when I make a purchase on there, I withdraw it right away because I want to get it out of there as soon as possible, unless I plan on trading it. If I'm going to trade it, it's going to be moved on a trading exchange. So just remember that when you're keeping your crypto on exchanges, on centralized wallets where you don't control the keys, right? So then there's mobile wallets, there's hot wallets. One of my favorite ones to utilize is Exodus. A lot of people have been using Trust lately, Trust and MetaMask, mainly because Uniswap has become a big deal. And on those, you control the keys, right? So there's no customer service. If something happens on Coinbase and I lose access to my account, I can contact customer service and they can give me it back, but I got to rely on them. Now with freedom of holding your own crypto also comes a responsibility of protecting your seed phrases, your private keys. So whenever you're on, say, Exodus or MetaMask or Trust, it asks you if you want to back up your wallet. It allows you to continue without doing that. I don't think Exodus will, but I know Trust will and some of the other ones. And if you're hitting skip on that, you're being reckless, because if something happens to that phone, you lose your phone, you lose access to the phone, to the password, to whatever passcode you put on it. That seed phrase is what you need to be able to restore access to that wallet. And if you don't have that, you can't get it. There's no customer service you can contact and say, hey, I didn't back up my wallet. Can I get access to my crypto? No, it's gone forever. And that's why it's important to back it up. I've got physical copies, right? Don't save it to your computer. Don't save it to a notepad on your phone saying Exodus wallet seed phrase, because I've seen someone get hacked by that. They saved it in their Gmail account, their seed phrase to their Exodus wallet. This was back in 2017. And then when their Gmail got hacked, their Exodus wallet got drained of 10 Bitcoin. Now look at the cost of that today, right? 10 Bitcoin. It was a lot then, but it's even more because this was early 2017. This wasn't at the peak of 2017. So it's important to save those seed phrases. In a couple of groups, there's a guy that's created, Philip. He's created a thing called Safe Ledger. It's a device that you can download it to a flash drive. It operates independent of the internet. It's encrypted, and you can save your seed phrases, your private keys, anything you want to back up there. It's at safeledger.tech if you want to check it out. I was basically a skeptic when he came out with the product and kind of gave him a hard time. And he sent me a free download to check it out. And so now I have physical copies of my seed phrases and private keys that are locked. One of them locked in a safe, and I also have it saved in my Safe Ledger on a flash drive. So that's another option. And then there's hardware wallets. Hardware wallets like Ledger, like the NanoS, NanoX, Trezor. Those are some of the most popular ones. Just be leery of where you buy your hardware wallet from. right? If you buy it from eBay or a third-party seller, you got to make sure it's legit. So I'll be honest, my last Ledger, my Nano X, the last one I ordered it from Amazon, but I made sure it was shipped and sold from the company, from Ledger. So because you can get these compromised wallets where they've either compromised an existing one or created a knockoff that's designed to steal your crypto. And as soon as you send stuff to the wallet, they can drain it. So it's important you order it straight from the company when you do that. So you know that's your best bet. But if you do order it from, say, like Amazon, make sure you're getting, you're getting it directly from that company and not a third-party seller. There's certain things to make sure that it's legit, right? A Trezor will come in a sealed package that you pretty much have to demolish the package to get it open. And the Ledger Nano X is also going to have some stuff to make sure that you're getting a legit device. So those are different options. So let's talk about, you've heard people say, when I talked about centralized exchanges, you don't hold your private keys versus your other wallets, like your hot wallets, your mobile wallets, and your hardware wallets. You control the private keys. What does that mean? Let's talk about it. So I said there was no crypto left in my wallet. Like I opened my wallet and my crypto was not there. Why was my crypto not there? Because I really want people to understand how wallets work and what a wallet truly, we call it a wallet, and that's really a bad name for it. And this is not anything I came up with. I mean, you can watch talks where Andreas Antonopoulos talks about this, but it's not really a wallet at all. It doesn't hold anything. It is more like a keychain. So when someone says not your keys, not your crypto, they're saying that it's really not even your wallet. It's not your wallet at Coinbase, at Gemini, at Binance. It is something that you trust them that they're holding for you. But we've seen what happens when that trust can be violated. Exchange hacks. There was an exchange in Korea, in South Korea just recently that was shut down last week. Now, what do you think happened? Those people that had crypto in that exchange, even though exchange may have been doing shady stuff, now their crypto is frozen. They can't access it because they don't have custody. So that's why it's important to do that. Now, where does the crypto really lie? So you have Bitcoin. Do you have Bitcoin in your wallet? No. You have a balance of what you have access to. The Bitcoin lies on the blockchain. You're not taking that Bitcoin and removing it from the blockchain. You're not removing it from the network. It's still on the network. It's sitting on the network. And what you have as a wallet is actually keys to access it. So it's really important that you understand it's more of a better term than calling it a wallet. Should have been called a keychain, because it is what gives you access to that. It's on the ledger. You just have access to that particular ledger with your private keys with that wallet. So that's why it's important. So I just wanted to see now there's a lot of great tips and stuff. Some people freaking out in the post that I made about that. And then some people are giving advice. And definitely, yeah, if you have a wallet that's compromised, there's steps you can take. There's companies out there, Richard Rashid and them, they have a company called Recover My Crypto. Now, obviously, there are some situations where you can't get your crypto back. If you make certain mistakes, you can't. But depending on what it is, they may be able to get it, or maybe they may be even able to, they can track it, right? But so I don't want to freak everybody out. But yeah, so I still have access to all the crypto that I have. It's just not sitting in my wallet. It's sitting on the networks, each of the different cryptocurrencies, and I have access to it with my keys. So that's why when you understand, the reason I'm doing this, when you understand how a wallet works, and that is truly more like a keychain, then you understand when you hear people say, not your keys, not your crypto, right? That's like saying I take the keys to my house and I'm like, I'm not sure if I can trust myself to hold on to the keys to my house. So I'm going to go turn them in at this government building or this company building, this bank. I'm going to say, hey, can you hold my keys for me? I don't think I'm trustworthy enough to protect my house. And that's what you're doing with crypto when you choose to hold it on an exchange. You're giving that freedom away to somebody else. So, and that's a lot of those are the same people that get lazy when it comes to passwords, using the same email address and password for everything. You don't want to do that. Not using two-factor authentication. There's so many different things you can do to protect yourself, but take custody of your crypto. If you have crypto sitting on an exchange today and you don't plan to trade it in the near future, in the next day or so, take it off of that exchange, store it somewhere else, and then you can move it there or somewhere else when you're ready to trade it. But move those keys over to your wallets you control. I speak from experience. I've been using Exodus for a few years. They've got a great mobile wallet. They've got a great desktop wallet. So that's one of your best options. Atomic Wallet is also very good. Those are options. And then Trust, I utilize Trust Wallet mainly for like my ERC20 tokens to access Uniswap. And then the Ledger Nano X, which you see here, this is a Ledger Nano X. That's kind of the best option, I think, for hardware wallets right now when it comes to that. Because it also uses Bluetooth, I can connect it to my phone, connect it to my computer with ease without having to have any kind of connection. So that's why it's important. So if you've lost crypto in the past, now we've all done other things where I've, over the years, I've sent crypto to the wrong type of address, sent Ethereum to an address that wasn't an Ethereum address. It's gone, right? It's just a cost of learning. That was a lesson learned. Luckily, it wasn't a lot at the time. I think Ethereum was only like $14 at the time, so it wasn't a lot. But thinking if I'd have had that today, it'd be a lot different. So checking that, making sure you protect your private keys, and don't store them anywhere that could be compromised. Like, don't store your seed phrases on your phone notepad, on your email address, on your computer notepad. What's even worse is people that store it on there and then they title it what it is, right? If you're going to be that lazy, at least change the name of what it's going to be. And even on my Safe Ledger, which Philip created, my seed phrases, I don't have them exactly in order the way they're supposed to be. I have a scenario in my head of how I mix up a couple of different words, and it's the same on every one. So that way, even if someone were able to crack my Safe Ledger, they still wouldn't be able to figure out the right order for those words. So that's why it's important. I wanted to share this video real quick just to talk about wallets. One, I made the post because I wanted people to understand how wallets actually work. And then when you understand how it works, it really opens up the idea of why is it important to control your private keys, to control your seed phrases, to make sure that you have ownership of it and you're not always trusting a third party. Because the whole point about crypto is we put trust in a financial system in whatever country you live in. We've put trust in financial systems in those countries. And it's obvious to see what's happened with that trust. So what are we saying? What is going to be different about these exchanges, these centralized entities in crypto that we're saying, okay, we don't trust the banks anymore, but we trust you to hold on my crypto? No, right? Trust, the only person you should trust is yourself. So take control of your crypto, take control of your private keys, and take control of your wallets. And don't worry, my crypto is safe and sound. It's still on the network. I still have access to it. I didn't actually lose it. So everybody, I know in the different groups, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Learn, make sure you're investing in your education with this. I see so many posts lately about how do I buy this, or where do I buy this, or after a coin's already pumped, should I buy it? Now, obviously, we need somebody to buy at the top if we're going to sell at the top, but don't let it be you. Invest in your education so you're that smart buyer. You don't jump into crap. Also see a lot of posts where people are getting into projects where they're getting liquidated. A lot of these DeFi projects are unaudited, have unaudited smart contracts. So there's bugs that can cause things to happen, people to lose their crypto, and then people don't understand how Rebase works, and so they lose their quantities of what's in there. And there's a lot to learn when it comes to that as well. So make sure you're investing in that. Make sure you're learning a lot when it comes to what to invest in, and you're not just blindly throwing money, because that's no different than gambling, walking up to a roulette table and throwing your money on a number, or throwing it on red and black. Most of the time you're going to lose. Yes, you hear about those people that win. They got into a project, it went 100x, and they made a ton of money, but that's not the norm. That's the exception. And most people are going to lose when it comes to that. So have a great Sunday, everybody. Take care, and see you all soon.